help teach students about the role slavery has played in American history. Now, some people claim that's rewriting history, and maybe it is, but shouldn't we revise things when we get better information? We used to prescribe cocaine for toothaches. Now we know better, and it's mostly used so that former lacrosse players can talk about crypto for 7 hours straight. Yeah, you gotta have Bitcoin, bro. The point is, as we learn more, of course we should adjust what we're teaching. In some parts of the country, if students learn Black history at all, they learn that most masters treated their slaves kindly, or slaves were given the opportunity to become Christians instead of remaining heathen, or that slaves got to eat all the barbecue Pringles they wanted. All of those things are equal parts bullshit, but the first two are actual quotes from a textbook that was used in South Carolina for 130 years, which is probably why their current senator thinks that racism doesn't exist. He thinks it disappeared right around when Daniel Boone killed all the dinosaurs. Now, this would be a great time for me to tell you what we need to do to improve our national history curriculum, but here's the thing. We don't have a national history curriculum. Every state sets its own teaching standards. Think of school curriculums like state mottos. Every state has a different one, and some of them are batshit crazy. Oregon's state motto is, "She flies with her own wings." That's not a motto. That's a tagline for a cicada biopic. The fact is, most states don't mandate a specific amount of Black history at all, which is why most white people only know about Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, and Barack Obama. Even worse, 20% of them think that that's Destiny's Child. If only there were some kind of, say, prize-winning Black history curriculum developed by some of the greatest scholars in the country, I'm sure that Americans would welcome it with open arms. And by arms, I mean guns, because it turns out there are a lot of white people who really don't want to learn the truth about America. And that finally brings us back to critical race theory, which is just a way of examining society and history without pretending that racism doesn't exist. Racism is part of our past and our present. It's been with us for 400 years. You can't squash it into 2 sentences in a textbook between the Civil War and the Roaring '20s. You shouldn't fix history to make you feel better. Learning about slavery feels awful. Too bad. Try living with its repercussions while white people tell you there weren't any. Also, it should make you feel bad. It should make you feel so bad that you make sure nothing like it ever happens again. Critical race theory gives us the tools to examine our history in an open and honest way and to fix the parts of our educational system that aren't doing that.